You know, one thing I've always told my children is that regardless of whether you know it or not, or if you are aware of it or not, there is always going to be someone watching you. No matter what it, I don't care if it's good or bad, there's always somebody watching you. Some months back, I work for a government entity, and it's really this person's job to observe. But what took me aback was they actually complimented me on how successful I was doing at my job. And it was upper management that came to me and said, "You're doing really good." I had got no returns on what I was developing. There were no quality A errors or anything on what I was developing. So there's somebody's always watching, whether you want them to or not. And I was grateful for the compliment. But as I said, I always tell my children there's always somebody watching you, whether you do good or bad. They want to emulate, they want to observe, they want to see what they can pick and find against you or your character. I'll admit I am very observant. I'll admit I'm an observant person, but I'm not nosy. Let me tell you the difference. An observant person watches and pays attention. They don't say anything, they don't ask anything. A nosy person will do all of that and then ask you and get in your business. Because it's none of their business. Excuse my chip polish, I've been typing. But I'm a very observant person. I watch and I keep mental note of a lot of things. And I bring it up later on if the time presents itself for me to do so. Because I'm one of those people that's always watching. Like I said, there's somebody's always watching. I'm not trying to be nosy, but if it's in my scope or my sphere of influence, I'm paying attention to it. I'm very observant, and I thank God I have good memory because that's a gift that God has given me. But with that being said, in the last few months on this platform in particular, I have had stalkers, which is not the same as observing and watching. This stalker came to my page and made a comment just to find something to pick on. And it's God knows how long this person was watching me, which is why I made the original post for today. Why is it that people who don't like you follow you to find out what you're doing? It makes no sense to me. But people are always watching you. I have some theory on why that person was probably watching and following me based on what somebody else said, and that's fine. But just be mindful that people are always watching you and critiquing you and ready for you to slip up. So always stay on your P's and Q's and be ready to back up what you say.